So honored and thrilled to have the amazing, awesome Pro 10 rock star RJ here, throwing some blessings on our team on to, how to build in a challenging environment. So RJ, thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Can't wait to hear what you have to say.
Thank you so much, Sean. Hey guys, this is Rachel Jackson. I'm a Master Pro 10 with LifeVantage. And if you guys are checking this out, chances are you are wanting to know how to stand out in social media. And this could not be more of a pertinent topic because we are in a crazy world right now. I joke all the time that I don't know what's wrong with 2020, if this year, if it's drunk, or if we need to like unplug it, wait 30 seconds and then replug it back in, but we need to like a hard reset on this year. But we got crazy crises, but it doesn't mean that there's not opportunity. It doesn't mean I've been coaching my team that this is a chance for you to stand out, a chance for you to gain influence, a chance for you to be a positive light on a hill. And a lot of times those that are in the situation, people are quarantined, they're at home, they're working from home, which means that they're on their phones more, they're on their computers more. And oh, by the way, just mute everyone out, Sean. We have a little bit of background noise. They're on their computers more, they're scrolling, they're numbing, they're even fearful, they're uncertain. And so people are looking for hope, positivity, they're looking for opportunity, they're looking for answers, and they're looking for guidance. People are always looking for a leader. And this is an incredible chance for you to move your business forward in a way that is also prepping you for when this all blows over, and hopefully it won't be too long. I actually got started in the industry 13 years ago. I'm a college dropout. I was a failure for many years until I got introduced to the concept of branding and what I call building a micro celebrity following, meaning like your own little raving qualified fans and prospects that love you, that trust you, that love what it is that you share in your voice and your message and your representation. And I started that back in around 2008, 2009. And before that, guys, this was right at the beginning of Facebook. So it was a lot of YouTube in the beginning, then in Facebook. And those have been the two primary outlets. I just started Instagram about a year and a half ago. I've been on it for years, but I wasn't doing anything with it, right? And so I've really been blessed to take a ton of courses, hire some of the best coaches. And in the last 10 years, doing this consistently, predictably, with very little ad spend, very little marketing dollars, I have built a following of over 350,000 people. I personally enrolled over 1,000 people in the last 9 years from Facebook alone. And so I'm hoping that even just one thing off of today's training is going to help you take yourself to the next level, maybe make some clarification of how to build online, because this is something that we do on our team. We actually, which we affectionately call Team Heart, we build about 90% of our business using social media, 10% hotel meetings, in-persons, one-on-ones, but it is really serving us right now because our team, we're all quarantined, right? It's social distancing. So this is in the middle of the coronavirus, COVID-19 craze. So our team, they're already prepared. So it's time to get up to speed super quick. And I want to share with you what, we're going to specifically talk Facebook today. We're going to be talking about your branding, about Facebook groups, about how to prospect people that you meet in those groups or on your following, and what to do at the next step of the process. This is where the people are at. Now, I understand there's a lot of new apps, TikTok, and there's Snapchat, and there's Pinterest, and there's a lot of other different social engines. But this is where billions of people are, and people are average spending over an hour a day on social media. 1 in every 6 minutes spent on the internet is spent on Facebook, and 1 out of every 5 on smartphones is spent on Facebook. So this is a fantastic vehicle for you to learn and master so that you can grow your network, you can connect with other influential prospects for LifeVantage. You just got to go where the people are at. And right now they are sitting on social media, desperately looking for hope. They're looking for you and for answers. The entire goal with this is to build a following. You hear me use that word over and over. The following is really, it's your network. And we're in network marketing. You market to a network. And one thing that most uplines will never share, I know Sean shares it, I share it, I know Dr. Goodman shares it, and a lot of these amazing leaders, is that at some point you're going to run out of your warm market. It's just going to happen. So what is your long-term game plan, your strategy, so that you have people to talk to a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? How are you going to continually prospect people? For me, it makes sense to do something I already love anyways, which is spending time investing in people, having conversations, you know, making fun graphics, playing on my computer, on my laptop, in my yoga pants, and doing it all from, you know, the comfort of my own home and doing it online. So you guys, this is imperative. If we can go out and get you attention, we can do that by creating authentic, you know, servant-driven content, things that are remarkable, that are catchy. We can build trust, and trust takes time. It takes consistency. What's going to happen is people are going to share you. They're going to syndicate your content. They're going to invite their friends to take a look. In fact, some of my leaders, Sean, actually came through referrals. I have a Pro 9 in my business that was referred to me through the internet. I have another girlfriend who actually became one of my best friends, one of my bridesmaids. She's a Pro 4 in this business. And I met her because her girlfriend was following me online. And guess what, Sean? She tagged Nicole in a post and said, Nicole, you got to follow her. So she left her network marketing company she was very unhappy with, came over here, and now she's one of my best friends. So you never know. You could also meet some of your, you know, your best buddies. First off, before we dive in, I want to make sure that you know exactly how to set up your Facebook profile for success. This is your profile page, and we got to do an audit. I want you guys to look at this profile page, even if you're watching this recording or after this live, pause this and go check out your profile. Bring it up on desktop, bring it up on mobile. Put yourself in a prospect or a stranger's viewpoint or lens. What does your profile say about you? This is a time, guys, to get really clear. Like, go fill out this little About tab over here on the little menu bar right under your cover photo. You know, take the time to make it interesting and compelling. Add in your contact information. You know, Sean, I've gotten so many signups just because I have my website available. Like, it seems so simple, but people forget it all the time. You also have this little bio or intro on the upper left-hand side right below your profile picture. You guys see that? Mine says #Team Heart, leading the charge with 7-time patented, 26 plus peer-reviewed studies, anti-aging biotech breakthrough. I thought that was kind of a compelling, kind of neat little thing. You guys can make sure that you add beautiful photos as your featured photos. Think about, what do you want to represent? Like, if you were to look at my profile, and I know that this is small on the recording on the Zoom, but if you were to look at that, what does it say about me? What is that 5-second glance? It says that I read the Bible. In fact, you're going to see that probably every day on my page. I share my own faith walk and my faith beliefs. It shows that I have a dog. So other dog lovers or bulldog owners are going to be like, me too. You know, it shows off my amazing team that I'm speaking on stage. I'm presenting with authority. So pick some great photos that really speak to your target audience, your ideal prospects, because the idea is that you want to create me too. It's like, oh yeah, she's young, she's a Christian, she's faith-based, looks like she's successful because she's in network marketing. Me too. I want that. That is a good profile response. Now, your cover photo is social media real estate, and it's the largest that you see right when you go to your profile. So you're going to want to make sure that you choose something that is not just blurry, boring. Please don't put your sports team. I know you love your grandkids or your kids or your dog. This is a time to choose something that really speaks to what your business is all about. I would not put LifeVantage. We're going to talk about that all the time. Not put anything branded LifeVantage, anything branded Per Tandem. Don't do that. You want to create something more specific to you, or if you have a great photo of your team, like at the last global convention, post a photo there. Or if you were on stage, or maybe somebody was interviewing you, or maybe you could just even get a really cool inspirational quote that really speaks to what your brand is. And your brand is really nothing more than what people think about you and what you want them to think and how you want them to associate with you. For me, this is just a picture from EA Destination Elite Academy when I closed the event, and, just showing people like, rah, oh, she's on stage. She looks kind of important. I don't know. If you guys need any help with like graphics, you can go to Fiverr.com. That's Fiverr.com, 2 hours, and for $5 to $10, you can pay somebody in like Bangladesh or the Philippines, and they can make you a beautiful custom photo. And I've done that in the past as well. Now, your profile photo should be your face. Again, not your sports team, not your dog, not a flower, not your kids. It's Facebook. So get a great photo of your face. And here's the thing. People say all the time, this was a professional shot. I did one photo shoot in 2016. I've been using the images over and over. I call it my Barbie image or my glamour shots because I've never looked like that in my life. I'm like, I don't know what happened that day, but that's not at all what I look like. But we'll go for it. But here's the thing, like it's nicely lit. It's a good photo. It's a close up, and you can use your smartphone. Go with your kid, go with your spouse, go with your best friend or one of your team members. And the best thing you can do is get in front of a window to get great lighting, or use a ring light. As you guys can't see it, but I actually have a little mini ring light here in my rental house, and that will actually add some beautiful lighting on your face. Or go outside on a overcast day, no direct sunlight, and take a great profile picture. Now, I'm going through this really fast, but the good news is this is recording because I have so much information to give you. The last thing I want to on this audit is I want to talk about security preferences. We want to make sure that you've updated your settings under privacy checkup, and you make sure your posts are public. Here's why. If you're going to be friending people, which is what I'm going to share with you, how to go find new prospects in groups, etc., is that you're going to want to make sure that when they see your profile, they see what you're posting. They see what you're all about. They see your brand, your inspiration, your great prospecting posts. And if you have it just for friends, your profile is going to look really blank. They're only going to see like your cover photo and that's it. And they're going to probably be less likely to follow you. Now, I will tell you this. You might say, well, what if my posts detract some people? What if I'm posting stuff and they don't like it? Good. We don't want those people anyway. So you want to find people that resonate with you. You don't want to be boring, right? You can be polarizing. I share crazy stuff about my beliefs in politics and religion all over my Facebook page. People say, oh, don't do politics and religion. I don't know. I've been doing it for 10 years. It's worked out really great for me because I've attracted like-minded entrepreneurs inside of my business. All right, let's talk about building that friend list, because we want to build the networks. Who are we going to add to your Facebook? We want to be adding anybody in your phone. This is your family, your friends, your coworkers, school buddies, neighborhood, church connections. In fact, it's so cool, Sean. I moved to Wisconsin last August. And as soon as I moved into this beautiful community. And my landlord told me that, or no, it was my neighbor, said, hey, are you in the Facebook group? And I was like, what Facebook group? He's like, yeah, the Hidden Hills or whatever it is, Facebook group. You should join in. And so, or Hawthorne Hills. So I joined in, and it was so cool, Sean. I was like 30 new friend requests immediately went out. I was like, now I know all my neighbors, right? And so everybody that, is in your neighborhood, but also who you buy services from. You should be friends with your realtor, your insurance guy, your financial planner, your pest controller, your hairdresser, your nail tech, your laundry, cleaning service person. All of the services that you buy, these are people that you want to connect with. Go back to old high school people, go back to old college connections, add everybody. Now, if you guys are on your mobile, to go and check out your friends list, you just go over to the little menu bar on the lower right-hand side, like a little menu. It's like 3 little stripes. And what you can do is you can go over to and click on friends. Now, it looks a little bit different, but it's pretty much the same. And you can see any of your pending friend requests here. If you write this down, you can only have 5,000 friends on your profile. That's as many connections as Mark Zuckerberg is going to allow you on Facebook. So until you get to that 5,000, you want to add everybody, except I would not add a lot of cross-line LifeVantage people. I wouldn't. Here's why. You can't sign them up. You can't sign them up. So, but I remember just adding everybody. I went back through and I cleaned out a lot of people later, and I constantly clean out friends. But I see people that are so picky and nitpicky of who they add. I'm like, Shaw, just add everybody. You just want to get as many eyeballs and, on your content and your posts as possible. You can also click on the little context tab. And what's really neat about that is actually syncs with your phone. So you can actually send out a friend request to anybody in your phone, like your contacts, your past your past hairdresser, your past neighbors, you know, your past coworkers, your past boss, whatever, and you can add them as a friend. I couldn't believe how many contacts in my phone I did not have on my Facebook. Now, if you have a lot of outgoing friend requests that are not accepted, this can penalize you if you're adding people too fast. So a few times a week, go in here and clear out any outgoing friend requests, because guys, if they haven't accepted it like in a week or two, just get it done, right? Get it done. And I always send a message with the friend request, and I'm going to share with you what that looks like here in a second. Right now, you want to be adding 10, 15, 20, 25 friends every single day. Now, you can go like 50 in one day and then take a day off, 10 the next. Do it, you know, do it differently. Like, don't be like crazy, like, oh, it has to be 25. You don't want to look like a robot, okay? Add friends of friends. Go to like, you know, if your neighborhood doesn't have a group, but you're friends with your neighbor, you might go through some of their friends and see who they like, or your coworkers' friends, or your realtor's friends, and you can add other people. Again, don't add cross-line. Keep your Facebook open to just your team, your upline, and your prospects. I personally, at this point, because I have 4,900 friends or whatever, I look for social influencers. So I look for people that are social butterflies that have 2,000 or more friends. Because it says, like, when I go to their Facebook page, it says, you know, hey, I have or they have, you know, 270 friends. Now, unless there's somebody in my team, I'm not going to add them. To me, that doesn't speak of a person with influence. I know it's judgmental, it's a snap judgment, but I'm using Facebook to get viral. I'm using Facebook to expand my network exponentially. So if you have 5,000 friends and they each have 2,000 connections, how many, is that a million? Oh, it's 10 million. I forgot the zero. Oh. 10 million people. So guys, if you have 5,000 friends and they all have 2,000 friends, you literally have the ability of getting in front of, the network of 10 million people. I also look for entrepreneurs. I look for people that would naturally be, riskier. Network marketing is a business, so a business-minded person is more willing to take risks and enjoying the opportunity. And I look for wellness professionals like Dr. Goodman and Sean. I do. I look for the doctors and the chiropractors and the nurses, or the naturopaths, or the massage therapists, or fitness professionals, because it fits in with LifeVantage. Now, once you are friending, it's important to be connecting. ABC, always be connecting. It's not about how many people you know. It's about how many people know you. It's about how many people value you, your content, your messaging, and they trust you. And guys, my Facebook philosophy is that I make friends first. I'm not just pitching you. I'm not doing a baseball bat approach and trying to get you to join the business the moment that I accept your friend request. I want to get to know you. This is a relationship marketing business. And so because of that, Facebook is not necessarily faster, guys. It's building online is actually slower than building offline. You can create so much more momentum doing one-on-ones and belly to belly, but with social distancing right now, we got to do what we got to do. And this is something you need to add in maybe 30 minutes to 60 minutes every day to build your network. It's about having quality conversations, and you want to nurture those friendships. Now, how do we find cold market leads? One of the fastest ways you can do it is by using the search tab at the top of Facebook. You can type in like personal trainer. I used to live in Scottsdale. So you can type in personal trainer Scottsdale, personal trainer Minneapolis, personal trainer blah, 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 whatever. You can type in chiropractor St. Louis, or whatever it is, the area that you're in. This is a great way to use Facebook to find local leads. Really cool, right? And then another thing you can do is you can join groups. You can join anti-aging groups, weight loss groups, biohacking groups. Right now there's a lot of health and wellness, immune type of groups. If you're really into detoxing, there's a lot of groups out there with natural cleansing or detoxing protocols. Again, we're not going to go in there to blast, to spam. I repeat, do not be Spamela Anderson. You don't want to go into groups and just like immediately post your stuff. But I'm going to show you what I do, that I've literally signed up dozens of people from Facebook groups because I do it the right way, and you're going to learn how here tonight. When I go into the groups, I am looking for the people that are active in the groups. Active. meaning they're in the groups, they're commenting, they're posting, they're adding value. These people are telling me that they're interested in this topic. They tell me that they're active on social media, so it's something that they're using already, meaning I don't have to teach them. They're already, you know, understanding the premise. And again, I'm looking for my influencers, people that have a ton of friends. I also love, this is really cool, Sean, I look for other network marketers and direct sellers. So look at this. This is just one of the groups I was in. It's really small, but let's just look at this. We have Lavelle, Nurium, Plexus. What else do we have? Unique. We have some, this is a massage therapist, esthetician, massage therapist. So you have so many, like 80% of these people that you see right here, 80% of these women would be phenomenal prospects for LifeVantage. Now, once I get in that group, I start adding value. I might post once a week in each group. I might post once a day if it's a group that I'm really interested in. You know, I'm in several health groups. I'm in several cosmetic type-y, beauty type of groups, because that's the kind of stuff that I like. It's my vanity, I suppose. Oh, we're getting a little bit of background noise, Sean. Just mute those out. So once I find those good prospects, I send them a friend request, and I send them a message. So in this one, we are in a group together. She's actually one of my Fortana customers now, which is really exciting. She's been a customer for 2 years. So that's really awesome. And then she's actually bought hair care as well, I think a couple of times. I'm not sure if she's still using it. She has extensions. But she is in direct sales and Rodan and Fields, which is a network marketing company. And so I found her and I said, hey girl, I'm blank, you know, moving. I shared something, you know, whatever. I'm moving to Arizona. Thank you so much for your testimonial in the group, because she was sharing her results on a product. And so we started talking because she was in Tucson and I was living up in Scottsdale. And so it was a great way for us to start connecting, and we've been friends ever since. Now, once you are in here, guys, you want to comment and you want to like other people's stuff. This goes for your newsfeed as well. Don't just be in the scroll hole. Don't just be in the scroll. You want to be engaging. You want to be loving. You want to be adding value. You want to be encouraging, right? And make conversation. Ask great questions. Find out if and why they might be a good fit to join your team. Find pain points, pressure points. In fact, one of my favorite things, Sean, right now, 10 people a day minimum. I'm asking, hey, how are you? How are you holding up with all this? That's it. I see them online. Hey, haven't talked to you in a while. How are you doing? How are you holding up with all this? Man, does it open up some incredible conversations. Let's talk about what to post, okay? So I know this is a big one. You want to post every single day. The Facebook algorithm is super complex. Anybody that says that they know it, they're a liar, because it changes all the time. But we know it has to do with a few things. Number one is your relationship. So if Sean and I are buddies, which we are, been good friends since 2016, she might see more of my posts and I might see more of hers. But if I just friend request Anita or Laura or Susan on this call, we haven't been friends very long. We haven't commented on each other. So we might not see each other's posts. Also, the favorite post type. So if I engage mostly with images, meaning not just quotes or, you know, text, caption, status updates, but if I engage a lot with images, Facebook is going to show me more images. If I engage more with links or blog posts, when somebody's sharing like a link to an external website, Facebook's going to show me more of that. Also, it remains, I mean, it's kind of common sense that the newsfeed is going to show the engaging posts. So if you get a lot of shares or comments or likes, it's almost like it's a snowball effect. The better, especially if you get them a lot within like the first hour or two. It prefers timely posts. So after about a day or two, your posts are not going to get a lot of traction. So again, it's one of those things you have to be super consistent posting every day. And I know you're probably terrified of this, but Facebook favors video. And so if you're not using video for Facebook, you're crazy. All right, so we want to post daily, at least one time a day, but you can post up to 3 or 4 times a day as long as you're giving a couple of hours before or in between them. You want to ask yourself, you know, before you post any content, like, is it enlightening? Is it entertaining? Is it educational? Is it empowering? Like, is this good stuff that people are going to be, you know, either laughing at or commenting underneath, or like that's going to make them think, right? Position yourself as a person with knowledge and expertise. Position yourself as an expert, and you want to be giving value. So Sean, if I post 7 times a week, probably 6 of those posts are going to be value, and one would be promotional. One's going to be like a hard, as you would say, a right hook from Gary Vaynerchuk to be promoting the little yellow pill or our hair care or our opportunity or working with me, etc. Now you can post inspirational quotes, this or that, questions, A or B, you know, something to get a little like, hey, you know, I saw one that was going around like 1 to 10, how worried are you about the coronavirus, right? I saw that one. That was a poll. You can do lifestyle photos, like your pets, your dates, or lunch, or at church, or on vacation, your children, living your life, business tips, motivational shareables. I even post a lot of thought-provoking rants. Now, this has gotten me some haters, but that's okay. Let them clear out. If they don't want to, if they're not in the same values as I am, because people know, like, I'm pretty polarizing. I am pro-life. I'm pro-Second Amendment. Like, I share all these. I'm crazy conspiracy theorist. That's me. And so when I share this sort of stuff, you know, people get a little crazy, but at the same time, the ones that agree with me, they're like, me too, right? I share scriptural devotionals, funny memes, product testimonials. Of course, we don't want to make any claims. You want to always add a disclaimer. Do not want to mention any disease. Heck no. If you have any questions, watch the compliance training in the EVO back office. You want to share your failures. This is really, that's been big for me. At least once a month, I'll post a very vulnerable post. I've done videos very vulnerable. I've cried on Facebook Live before, not intentionally, like it just happens because you're just sharing from the heart, you know. But I share failures. And what that does is it creates a sense of realness and that you're not just being perfect. And if you're doing launch events or Zooms, definitely post those. Here's some great visual ideas. We branded our team. You don't have to. You can create your own personal brand if you'd like. I know one of my team members is like the Unstoppable Networker. That's what she calls herself. So that's cool. But we created a team branding. And if you'll notice, guys, I make the post very easy to read. I use emojis. I space it out, especially when it's a longer post. Don't make it difficult for people to consume your content, and don't post no ugly images. Y'all are killing me with some of the photos and the grainy quotes that you guys post, or the pictures with horrible lighting. Like, get with it. Learn how to use filters. Learn how to edit your photos. If you have an iPhone, you don't even need an app. You can literally adjust the brightness and the contrast and the saturation and the sharpness. It's so freaking cool. Now, to create really gorgeous content, these are my favorite apps. I'm not going to go over them. Just pause this or screenshot this later, because these are the ones that I use all the time. Over is my favorite one. I think it's about 40 bucks a year, couple bucks a month, but I use this for everything. I use this for team calls. I use this for like fun little quotes that I make, Instagram story layouts, and there's tons of royalty-free images, so you don't get caught using a copyrighted image. They're free. You can use them for anything. Beauty Plus is fantastic if you want to take a gorgeous selfie. It'll, kind of eliminate some of, don't do it too much, but it can kind of eliminate, give you a nice filter so you don't, there's some of those days you just need some help. You need some help. Facetune I've used when I've had like a giant zit on my face. I'm like, I really want to post a selfie, but Mount Kilimanjaro is erupting on my chin. So I really love that. And there's a ton of other ones. This is a big thing, guys. Once a week, I have that strong prospecting post, and it literally is the same setup almost every time. This is it, guys. This is your formula. Hello, like, hallelujah, you got it. It is just a structure. You pick out a very visually appealing photo. So for me, like, okay, that's a picture of me in Italy at the Isle of Capri, and it's gorgeous. I edited it. I bumped up the saturation, like, boom. Like, doesn't that look like a great image? Whoa, 20 pounds ago, but that was a great image. So, and then in my post, I write the problem. So I talk about my story, where I was at, bankrupt, foreclosed upon, blah, 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 failed network marketer. I talk about making the decision to be successful, finding a coach, finding a mentor, joining a team. And then I do a call to action. Like, if you've ever thought about working together, now is the time, comment the word video below, or comment the word sneak peek below, and I'll send you some information. I'll invite you to our private Facebook community. This is it, guys. The problem, the solution, and a call to action. But choose a visually appealing photo. A lot of you guys have seen, I created a trend 4 years ago, and all I did is I held up Pro Tandem, just like this, like, and I was holding up the little yellow pill, and now everyone in LifeVantage does it. But it works. It's like, what are you holding? What is in your hand, right? Video. I have to go back to this one. 80% of the newsfeed right now is video. Yet it's this might be a little bit older, but it's probably less than 5% of the uploaded content. You want to do live videos. In fact, my team right now is doing a 14-day Facebook Live challenge. We do that as teams. You guys can do it inside of your organizations. You're going to be bad. You're going to be bad. You're going to be rusty. You're going to be terrified. But the first few times, guys, tell them, like, the first time you do Facebook Live, just say, like, hey, I'm really nervous to do this, guys. Thanks so much for jumping on. And there's so many tips out there. I could spend, Sean, I could spend another hour just talking on Facebook Live, but this is something you got to master. You got to start doing it because it's like your own little talk show. You can get 5, 10, 50. I had 75 people on my Facebook Live watching it live. It's already gotten over 1,000 views in 24 hours. 1,000 views. That is really exciting. Here's a couple of great topic ideas. Again, screenshot this, save it for later. You could do a Facebook Live on your story, the team, immune system right now, what to do in a crisis, how to stay positive, how to get your head out of the news. You know, my Facebook Live last night is what to do when you don't know what to do. You know, there's so much uncertainty right now. You can give, you know, product education. You can give lifestyle tips or time management tips or why you're building a part-time business with leveraged income, which everybody needs, especially if we're going into a global recession. Parenting, cooking, homeschooling right now, fun things to do when you're quarantined. I mean, there's so many things that you could do. The possibilities are endless. And if you need ideas, guys, just go Google Facebook Live topic ideas or go watch other network marketers and rip off and repeat. Now, I want to share with you guys some do's and don'ts. You do not want to mention LifeVantage in your posts. I get it that they're posting. They've made like branded images for us with the playbook, etc. But I'm telling you guys, you want to evoke curiosity. You don't want to send people off on the Google train to go and Google. So I use buzzwords like Nerf 2 technology or biohacking or scientific breakthrough or biotech breakthrough or smart management or smart energy or, you know, Nerf 2 hair care, right? Team heart or team synergy or team freedom or whatever it is. Make sure, guys, that you are not gossiping or drama or doing personal attacks in your Facebook, even though I post highly inflammatory topics at times. I never get into it with people, ever. You don't want to be that person. And make sure that your posts have a call to action. Tell them what to do next. Hey, message me for information. Comment below. Drop your favorite GIF. Drop a favorite or GIF or whatever it is. Drop an emoji. Drop the word video. And then that way you tell them, like, this is what you got to do next. Now, once you've posted something or you've made a connection and they're like, hey, tell me more about this little yellow pill. And maybe you're in Messenger right now. They might say, what's this all about? I take this conversation off my wall and I take it straight over to Facebook Messenger. Private message, PM them right away. Sometimes now, Sean, I'll be like, hey, are you around? They're like, yeah, and I'll call them on Facebook Messenger. And the first thing they say is, wow, I didn't know you could call through this. Or, wow, this is my first Facebook Messenger call. And I'm like, yeah, isn't it exciting? And I'll just be like, hey, you know, Facebook is so impersonal. I just want to give you a call. So great to hear your voice. And maybe I don't know them that well, but maybe I'll say something like, you know, hey, like, you know, what's going on? What prompted you to message me or to comment? And then shut up. What prompted you to message me? What prompted you to comment? You know, what has you interested in this? Tell me what's going on. People will tell you. And now you have ammunition on how to sell. Now, if they can't chat on the phone or they didn't answer when you picked up the little voice calling service, then use voice memos, right? Get excited. You might even say like, hey, when can we chat? You got to hear about this. And if somebody is interested, but you don't have their phone number, again, you can just call them right through the app, or you could say, hey, I'm driving. What's your number? I'll give you a quick call. Like if you don't have great service or, you know, data or whatever. But I just now, Sean, I don't even get people's phone numbers. I just literally call them straight through the app. My dialogues are pretty simple. Like, hey, you know, Sharon, can you watch a quick video? You know, I just came across this incredible breakthrough in health. Do you have a second to watch this? It's going to blow your mind. And then you send them the video. And I always send them a shopping cart with my video, because here's why. They will watch that video. they're going to get excited, whether it's the ABC prime time or whatever, and they're going to want to buy. So make sure the shopping cart is ready to go. Now, if you sent that and they've gone cold, they haven't responded after a few days, hit them back up. Hey, did you get a chance to watch the video? Hey, wasn't that amazing? Hey, what questions what questions do you have? And you could even say like, hey, are we still friends? Like if they really start ghosting you, be like, hey, are we still friends? And a lot of times people will be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm so sorry. I just got really busy. I totally forgot to respond. I thought I sent you a message. We want to use Facebook to create a tribe. If you guys know this, you can go to anybody's page and you can actually go to the little friend tab and you click the little caret, the little arrow below, and you can either get notifications, see them first, or you can even add them to close friends. This means that Facebook is going to prioritize so you see them on the newsfeed. Do this with your prospects, because that way, guys, you're seeing your prospects more, which means you can comment, you can engage with them, you can be in front of them. Again, you want to get in front of them. If you're not in front of them, imagine, guys, if they're seeing you comment and love on them every day, what are they going to do? They're going to start going to your posts. They're going to start going and commenting and giving you love. Now you can take this thing to Messenger and get down to business. You also want to play team. So we have several different Facebook chats with different organizations like this Elite, this Lead, this Pro 6 team, whatever, all these little micro teams in the macro economy of Team Heart. And what we do is occasionally, like once a month or so, I'll ask one of those groups, say, hey, go give me some love on this post. I'll return the favor. And I give them the direct link to the post. They can go comment, love, share their testimonial, and then boom, it helps it go straight up to the newsfeed. So how do we start? With Facebook, you don't want to create. You just want to document your life. Don't spend hours thinking and crafting and writing the perfect post, guys. Just be yourself. You know, if you guys have been to events or you're listening to audibles or you're listening to podcasts or your old success CDs, the pro audios that we used to get, you probably have journals and notebooks of uncashed checks, value you can give. How many times have you sat in Elite Academy, you've taken notes, and you can literally take those notes and turn it into a Facebook Live. You can say, hey, great, I was listening to this, amazing leader, Tara Wilson, and she was sharing this incredible tip, and I was just wanting to bring this to you guys here today to talk about what this means inside of business. You guys don't need to oversell yourself. Just be yourself. And if you're just beginning, if you're not successful yet in your eyes, meaning you're just just getting started as a distributor, just hit Pro 1, you might feel like, I can't lead people. I can't attract people. I'm not a Pro 10. I'm not a Pro 7. I'm not an elite. I'm not a doctor, guys. Maybe you're starting physique weight management. You're like, I haven't lost all the weight yet. Just tell people about your process. Bring people along your storyline, and they're going to love to follow you and watch your success. And, it's even more enlightening to people and inspiring is when they see you as a nobody become a somebody. When they see you go from zero to hero. When they watch you transform, when they watch you mature, when they watch you get better. I have so many followers, Sean, that over the last 10 years, they're like, wow, it's been crazy watching you go from like this little punk 20-something-year-old, shy person to like this star or whatever the heck they call me online. They're blown away because they watch the maturity. They watch my failure to success. And when you're doing Facebook Lives, guys, just talk how you talk. You're talking like you're FaceTiming your best friend. That's how you want to talk. Now, the marketplace does pay for value. So online, it doesn't matter if you're think about two professions. Let's talk about like a neonatal brain surgeon, highly specialized individual who works specifically in brain surgery for, infants or whatever. And then you have the fry guy at McDonald's. Who makes more money? The surgeon or the fry guy? Surgeon. Why? Because he brings more value to the marketplace. One of the reasons that I have so many people that flock to me, I average 9 enrollments a month, 9 people in my tank. I only had 4 last month, 2 of them were platinums, but I average about 9. Why is that? From social media? Because I give so much value. And it's because I have value inside of me. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So when you're doing all your personal development and your leadership development, and when you're skinning your knees early on in business, you're creating that character, you're creating that perseverance, you're creating that value, and you want to give it to others. You want to become a teacher. but you got to do this consistently in order to have long-term success. So guys, as we wrap up, I know that we have a few people on the line. We can do a few questions before we hop off, and then I have to jump on to our overview. But do you guys have any questions at all in the chat, or you can unmute yourself? I'm happy to help.
Oh my gosh, Rachel, that was amazing. I think Neil's unmuted himself. Do you have a question? Nope.
Hey, Rachel, that was absolutely great. I really appreciate you doing that for our team.
Yeah.
Can you make a comment about some of the other social media and how it impacts with Facebook, like Instagram and Pinterest? Are these useful tools?
Yeah, so Pinterest is more of a search engine. It's a visual search engine. It's not something I'm super familiar with, so I'm not going to comment. But there are experts out there, and if you want to leverage it, I would hire a coach. I would take a course. I'd watch a ton of free videos on YouTube and spend time learning it. Give yourself 90 days to learn everything about Pinterest. I did that with Instagram. I went from no followers to 20,000 followers in a year. And that's all organic, just building it up, adding good value. They're two very different, very, very, very different platforms. Instagram is highly visual because it's all images, but primarily, guys, a lot of my, like, I probably sell at least one person a month off of Instagram, one customer, and I've gotten a couple distributors, but my Instagram stuff is the best things I've done is stories, is those stories. That's where I've gotten the key. And actually, I take my Instagram stories and I immediately upload them to Facebook, but you can connect them. I know there's an option in the settings. And so what I do, guys, is I recycle some of that content over, which is really, really great. I would not connect your Instagram posts to Facebook so they auto post because you want to create separate content. But think of it this way. Facebook is like your talk show, meaning that you're interacting with people on a day-to-day basis. Even when you're doing Facebook Lives, like you're talking with people, commenting and who's watching. And Instagram, I feel like it's more of your reality show. It's like more the behind the scenes. You can show them like your day-to-day life. It's really, really cool. So I'm just learning Instagram. I think it's very powerful for millennials. That's where all the millennials are. If you want to focus 40 and up, I'd really focus on Facebook, as Facebook is still king.
I love that. I have a question. When you say you send your cart, do you send the website and then a specific cart, or do you send just the cart or just the website?
I use the ABC video, and then I send the shopping cart with Nerf 2. And to me, that's what I lead with. I understand you guys got to follow your teams. You might lead with Trice Energizer or Vitality Stack or whatever. My goal is to get everyone on Nerf 2 first. That's just how I roll. That's a big play for my own personal beliefs of retention of our products. And so I have that cart. Actually, I have that cart saved on my shortcuts on my phone. So I just have to type in cart and it like auto populates my website with all the coding. And so they can literally go straight to the order page.
Awesome. Has anybody that you sent that to order the Trice Energizer by fluke or?
No, I actually have sold quite a few Trice Energizers, but it's more of an in-depth conversation. I'm not against it. A lot of times, guys, most of my posts have always been very Nerf 2 related or little yellow pill related. And so I want to get them in the path of least resistance, and just get them in, and then I can always talk to them about adding more products, later. I've done that really well. I've signed up 350 customers in LifeVantage in 4 years, and 80 of them have bought in hair care. Wow. So I've upsold 80 of them to hair care, or either 80 of them either were first-time hair care, or I went to the old ones and I upsold them. So yeah, I like to, my net is Nerf 2, and then I bring them into the entire product line based on their needs.
I love it. Come on, guys.
Strategies, and some people, again, your elites might not agree. You got to do what's authentic to you. I have a girl right now who's killing it. She's getting a Pro 5, and she almost only sells Trice Energizer. I'm like, good for you, girl. Like, that's fine. Yeah. Me, I love, my retention is strong on Nerf 2, so that's where I focus.
Awesome.
Awesome. I have a question. So this is Abby, and I'm just interested, Rachel, in how you lead with the business. Where do you go when you lead with the business? Do you meet them where they, fit, or do you try to sell a distributor pack, or how do you sell when you're leading with the business?
It's one of the worst things to tell you because it's highly individualized, and every network marketer hates that because they want the perfect script or the exact duplicatable system. Guys, duplication is a myth. It doesn't exist. You cannot duplicate me or Sean or Gloria, Abby. I can't duplicate you. What we can do is mobilize. That's what we do, is we mobilize people in this business. And so for me, I get to know people. I find out what they need and why they're asked. You know, I ask really good questions. I build rapport, but I send them to the ABC video. Then we have a recorded overview, and that answers their questions. And from there, we'll hop on a call or a Zoom to see, you know, where they want to take it and what questions that they may have. For me, I always promote the gold pack or the platinum pack, but I don't think I've actually ever sold a silver ever. I have brought in a few people on the start kit with some product. I had a girl that came in start kit with physique, and that was January, and by March she was a Pro 5. She had signed up 100 people in less than 90 days, 102 people in 90 days. She made $7,800 her first 90 days in the business. So I let them get in where they fit in, but I always say, listen, if you're really serious about this, you're going to want to do the platinum pack.
Awesome. Anybody else?
Rachel, Debbie Zito here. You know, I just love you. I love your authenticity, and I love the power in you. I think that is so important. I think it's so important when, you know, when you're connecting with people that are like you, because it makes everybody happy. It makes you happy. It makes you love what you do. I have a quick question about how you stay connected with your personally enrolled customers. I think that is so important because, you know, in LifeVantage, we want these people to take our products and take them forever, right? So I have a hard time, you know, figuring out a way to stay with my...
I got it. It's super easy, Debbie, super easy. So on the 5th of every month, you guys got to create a team culture that this is follow-up day. The 5th of every month. It's the first auto ship. We never forget it. It's like, ha, let's go. Let's rock and roll this month, right? So what you do is you go to your personally enrolled, your back office, your detailed genealogy. You do retail and preferred customer, personally enrolled. You check those boxes, print off the report or have it in a little browser. And then almost all of my contacts are through Facebook Messenger. So then I'll go over there, and then once a month, I'm just like messaging them. I'm, you know, seeing how they're doing. I'm following up with them. And it might not necessarily just even be to Messenger. I might just go over to their wall and give them some love on a few things just so I stay in front of them. Then when we have campaigns, like we might be doing a special incentive in the team, like, hey, we've done things like buy 5 boxes of Axio and get $50 back. Like we've done different little promotions like that. When hair care came out, that was a massive one. Like we sent out a little message to everyone like, hey, take a look at this. This is the new product that's launching. That's pretty much it. So you can either have like follow-up Fridays on your team, or like I like to do it at the beginning of the month before they're, you know, most of their auto ships. Some people will be on the 5th, but a lot of people will be later in the month. For us, the 25th is the largest. So getting in front of them before their auto ship hits again.
So just keeping up with them personally, messaging them personally, rather than mass email or something like that.
No, this is a relationship business. And again, this would be a great time, guys. Go print off that report. Hey, how you doing? How you holding up with this? Hey, I was just thinking of you. How you feeling? You know, good? You know, are you guys healthy? I'm praying for you, whatever. Be a good human. And and you'll be shocked. And then, you know, maybe every 90 days you say, hey, I know you've been on this product for, these products for a while. I know you're really loving it. How you feeling? Like ask them, say, hey, would you mind, giving me, would you be open to giving me a few referrals? Because that's how I build my business. And I have a few customers that have sent me a ton of referrals. Like some of them, like, you just need to be a distributor already, but they just don't want to. And so ask for referrals. But yeah, I mean, I would say, oh, by the way, of my 119 enrolled distributors, I think a third of them started as customers. So I'm always like staying in front of them because I'm like, I know that I'm gonna be moving them to the process if they like the products and I find out what their needs are. I gotta run though, guys. I have my opportunity Zoom. Thank you so much for jumping on. Sean will get this recording out, and just hit me up if you have any other questions.
Really love you. Thank you so much, Rachel. Have a great opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.